What's the good word, y'all? Welcome to New York Jets Syndicate channel. It's your boy DKB here. So, taking a look at this 2023 NFL season and Alijah Vera-Tucker, we had Pro Football Focus, which ranked him among the top 10 players from the 2021 NFL draft class that they believe will finally be able to break out this season and earn either a Pro Bowl or an All-Pro selection. And this isn't a foregone thought out there, right? You take a look at the 2022 season, which ended early due to a triceps injury, but everybody across the board not only was impressed with what he was able to do at the guard position, where everybody feels like he'll be a continuous all-pro, but you take a look at the versatility of him having to play left and right tackle, not giving up a sack, and while he didn't look Hall of Fame bound, you're still talking about a guy that over the course of 4 games put up better numbers than a lot of tackles that have been playing that their entire lives. So obviously he's had the background in college, but being thrust into those roles, especially on each side of the offensive line, there was plenty of previous Hall of Famers that came out and spoke about how hard of a transition that actually is. And of course, the coaching staff had nothing but rave reviews for the selflessness it takes to go out there and put yourself in harm's way like that, because let's face it, if he would have fell flat on his face, then you start taking a look at him in a different light that's going to mess up what his potential contract could look like in the future, a whole number of things. So he's put himself in a really good position from a longevity standpoint. But in terms of Pro Football Focus and their ranking, again, it was for the 2021 NFL draft class. The other criteria was basically a player had to be entering their 3rd season, and they could not have made a Pro Bowl or an all-pro season prior to this. So with that said, some of the other school of thoughts that went into this, overall, again, one of the top 10 players, and this is just from the entire class of the 2021 NFL draft class. Pro Football Focus, PFF, they also had a separate ranking where they broke down their top tackles, top guards, top interior players. He was the 11th best guard overall according to PFF, so take that for what it's worth as well. We're talking about a guy, 20 games at guard, 4 games at tackle over the course of his career so far. If you keep him in, if he moves back to guard in the 2022 season, I think you're taking a look at him as being a top 5 guy in this class. A lot of people want to put him in that conversation with a Quentin Nelson and things of that mold. We'll see if he can ultimately end up becoming that, but still, being able to go out there, especially trading up for an interior player like this and sacrificing some of those round 3 picks that it took to go up and get him. A lot of people criticize this move, but he ensures excellence at his position as long as he's healthy and on the field. So I think it's a very, very smart move. Now, back to some of the other, things that went into him falling into this breakout ranking. We have the versatility, as I mentioned, 20 games of guard, 4 games of tackle. He's improved on his rookie season, which is a big factor in this. And, of course, the games at tackle helped this out. And then when you take a look at him, he's finished with run grades above 70, which is going to be one of the best marks that you'll find in quite some time over a course of the 20+ games that we've seen from him dating back to him being a rookie since the New York Jets, probably the last 3 to 5 seasons realistically, minus Mekhi Becton, different things of that nature. But when you want to talk about consistently going out there and producing, Alijah Vera-Tucker is far and away one of the best offensive line prospects that we have so far. So pending health, he's a guy that's going to jump right back into the game and take off as if he never left, in my opinion. And the fact that he can sit there and we're penciling him in at right guard and the expectation is he won't need to move whatsoever, we're expecting very, very big things this year. So having that ability with him in there to know that we have a solid inside trio. When you talk about Laken Tomlinson and him hopefully having a bounce back career, we're finally pairing them up with hopefully will be a young rookie this season that looks like he's prepped to be able to go ahead and take over things. A previous MVP going back in high school as an offensive lineman is crazy, but then you go back and you add in the athletic traits that he's going to be able to go out there and provide excellent communication at the line of scrimmage to get his guys in order. you feel really, really good about this offensive line that we're pulling together. And as long as we can get them consistently this offseason, to gel together, because we haven't been able to keep our expected starting five lineup throughout preseasons. And again, probably the last 3 to 5 years for quite some time. I think that'll be the biggest factor. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Alijah Vera-Tucker, can he finally break out this season? We kind of feel like he did, at least I do. But at least in terms of that national spotlight, can he finally earn himself a Pro Bowl or an All-Pro, assuming he's healthy for this entire season? For me, the answer is yes. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are, and I will catch you again. Peace.